Love them, hate them, but it ain't no lie. Crypto's bye, 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 bye. Welcome everybody to another live episode of Savage Cash. Here with me, Supoman, your superhero of cryptocurrency. In today's episode, I am going to be explaining to you what cryptos are exploding right now and how really to make the best of that opportunity. So if you're excited to learn about that, then smash up the likes, give us a like spike in appreciation for bringing you such information. As you will see today, the cryptocurrency market is absolutely exploding, and one of the success stories of the last kind of 12-24 hours is Ethos. Okay, so Ethos is a cryptocurrency that you've no doubt heard me speaking about. If you're watching me for the first time, I like Ethos. So anyway, Ethos was only $2.30 just the other day. And in literally the last 12 hours, Ethos has boomed to $13. An amazing price. And it's really because a lot of people are seeing the value of it. It's now been exposed to Korean markets because there was a YouTuber that was talking about this, a Korean-based YouTuber that's opening this out. So other countries are hearing about it. And now look, this has been the resultant effect. And what I've seen in my mastermind group today is that there are more Blockfolio screenshots being posted to the group. Basically people saying and showing how much they have made from Ethos, because this has essentially gone up. Goodness, it's gone up. Well, let me do a calculation. Because this was, most of my mastermind got in on this at 5 cents. So let's just have a quickie look. So $13 divided by $13. Let's do that again. $13 divided by 5 cents. 260 times this has gone up. So a lot of people have been showing their Blockfolios. A lot of millionaires have been created from virtually hardly anything invested. So amazing news for Ethos. What else is happening in the cryptocurrency world? This is happening. So Mark Zuckerberg, the founder and CEO of Facebook, is studying cryptocurrency. So I basically have been saying over the last few months that you are going to start seeing that normal modern world, the ones that are not really knowledgeable about cryptocurrency and the cryptocurrency world are going to start converging, and essentially cryptocurrency is going to be adopted into normal life. More people are going to hear about it. 2018 is already set to become the biggest, hugest year of cryptocurrency. It's already been very successful with just 5 days in. And now Mark Zuckerberg is studying it in order to decentralize Facebook. The #1 social media out there, the #1 social network, is going to be in some way adopting cryptocurrency. So he's essentially going to learn it in an attempt to improve the social network service. Okay, so we don't necessarily have much information on how he's going to be doing it, but we have already seen a lot of use cases that he can look at. So Steam, and we can also look at InvestFeed, and we can also, there's another one. There's literally Kin, another one, Kin, which is a way of basically paying people via their messenger. Kik is a messenger app, has 300 million users, I think. And they have used Kin as a cryptocurrency to pay other people and pay people for watching ads as well. So Zuckerberg has got some use cases he can use essentially to bring cryptocurrency into Facebook. Now, can you imagine what will happen to the cryptocurrency market when this happens? Because it's going to essentially bring cryptocurrency to 2 billion people in some way. He's going to be in some way adopting cryptocurrency, and 2 billion people are going to know about it. Okay, so this is huge. This is huge. You may not think it's huge, but it's actually huge in the space. Now, what are the cryptocurrencies that are currently blowing up? Just before I get onto that, I'm just going to make sure that I am live and that you can hear me, because the last thing I would ever want is for you to be live and not be able to hear me, as in what happened not long ago. So there's a load of people watching. Smash up the likes, by the way, people. There's 1,700 people watching, only 256 likes. So smash up the likes, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about what at the moment is really blowing up. So there's currently a market cap of 777 billion. This is huge. This has improved from yesterday. It's just going up and up. encouragingly, we are seeing Bitcoin making a move at last. So not only has this so yesterday we were looking at it stabilizing over 15,000. Now it's started to rally. People are starting to rally behind Bitcoin. So you will see that the sats value of a lot of the cryptocurrencies you may have been investing in is going down as Bitcoin is going up, or the sats value is going up. Well, whatever the case, it's going to be more expensive to buy your Bitcoin with your altcoins as Bitcoin increases in value. But given that, you know, a lot of the top 100 cryptocurrencies, they're doing on the whole very well, what are the ones that are doing insanely well? One of them in the last kind of 3 days has been Tron. Another that's been doing really well over the last month is Cardano. Another one that's been doing really well is EOS. And there are some more that are following on through the course of that. Verge has done incredibly well over the last month as well. So we are seeing a pattern forming here. We are seeing low value cryptocurrencies doing extremely well. Some cryptocurrencies you've probably never heard of entering the top 100 cryptocurrencies. Okay, so amongst these is one called Storm. This is 18 cents at the moment. So what is going on? This is what's going on. So what we are seeing at the moment is we are seeing a lot of investment and buying activity on low-cost cryptocurrencies. So what you can see here is you can essentially see the volume, the percentage of investments going into the cryptocurrencies based on their coin price. So you can see that the more expensive cryptocurrencies are the ones that are having the lowest amount of change in the price. Okay, so less investment. And as we get lower in price, so $5 to $10, $2 to $5, it gets a little bit higher. Between $1 to $2, there's not very many. And then where we see the greatest number is between 10 cents and $1. This is where we are seeing a hell of a lot of investments going into. We are seeing the prices skyrocket on a lot of the cheap coins. And the second most popular is ones under 10 cents. So what people are essentially hoping for, I'm imagining, is they are looking to get behind cryptocurrencies when they are very early stage, when they're very cheap. Like what's happened with, I brought you some examples the other day. I brought you Ripple, I brought you No Limit Coin, I brought you Cardano, even Ethos was at 5 cents when the majority of people got into it. Verge as well, and they've all exploded. So what people are trying to do is they are essentially trying to get in behind the next Verge, the next Ethos. They're looking to get behind a coin that can deliver them 100, 200, 1,000 times gain. And the best way of doing this is getting them cheap, because it doesn't take a lot for them to double. So from 5 to 10 cents is a lot easier than $5 to $10, 500 to 1,000, and all sorts. So what we are seeing here is we are essentially seeing what the market is fancying. And the market is looking to put real money behind, particularly during this bull run. They're looking to put money behind cryptocurrencies that are very cheap. Okay, now this has led to some surprising results recently. So one of them is this one, Packcoin. So what the hell is Packcoin? I've looked into Packcoin, trying to see what the hell is encouraging people to buy this. And to be absolutely brutally honest, there's not a lot I can glean from it. It seems to be a currency coin. It doesn't seem to be a platform as such. It seems to be a currency coin, an alternative choice, I guess is how they have badged themselves, with various wallets to hold it in. But there's not a lot I can actually glean about what the hell it is. It's just simply a case of just buying up as a currency. It's very, very weird. They have got some blogs. But if I have a look, and I had a look on Reddit earlier, and this absolutely summarises what probably most people are thinking. What is Packcoin? I mean, honestly, what the hell is this coin? From what I've gathered, it's an alternative currency. However, the devs on the website do not explain the use of the coin. I'm still going to buy some, though. Very, very weird. Honestly, this whole coin feels like a scam. I've got to admit, looking at it, it doesn't look like the most credible of coins I've ever seen. Very, very weird. Don't really understand. And the first thing that they've got is become a Pack affiliate. So this is encouraging hype based on people just going out there trying to get people to join as an affiliate. So it doesn't seem like it has a hell of a lot of value. Okay, so it seems like it's a proof of stake. So it's a staking wallet. You can put it in, it's a staking wallet, but it doesn't seem like it has a lot of utility. So I guess what people are doing is they're looking at this as like POSW or Buzzcoin. They're looking at it as a staking cryptocurrency and a currency, ultimately. But it doesn't seem like there's really a lot to it. So I was looking down. I did some digging. Patcoin has been around for a while, but was abandoned by the original developer. A new team of developers has taken over the project, and they've proposed some decent ideas, a hard fork being one of them. Now, a hard fork has led to Einsteinium exploding in value. It's led to Sia Coin exploding in value. So I'm imagining that people are getting behind it because of this reason. Okay, but it doesn't seem to serve much utility in my opinion. What else? Well, if I look at Storm, so Storm was another one that I just pointed out had entered the top 100. In fact, it's at 75. 75 with an 89% increase in the last 24 hours. So what the hell is Storm about? So Storm is essentially a way of paying people for tasks, okay? So micro tasks. So it's a way of just earning money through doing various things. So for instance, earn by playing videos and trying out new products and services, earn by shopping for products and services, earn by performing micro tasks. Okay, so it seems, you know, like it's got some utility. It seems like it's got some potential use for it. And they look like they've got a huge team and certainly a superstar team as well. So CEO and founder of Bittrex, Bill Shihara, is behind Storm. And then we've also got founding team member, we've also got somebody from Zynga. I imagine that means founding team member of Zynga, which is a massive it's kind of games app. CEO and founder of Jax and Decentral, founder at Ethereum, CEO of Alphabet, co-founder of Bancor, father of Voice IP. I can't even remember what IP stands for. Brian Kelly, I've seen this guy around, CNBC. So, you know, so there are some huge names that are behind this coin or advising on this coin. And it seems to be certainly an Eastern-based cryptocurrency by looking at who's on the team. So, seems interesting. Seems like it has got some utility. Then there's another one, Time New Bank. Now, Time New Bank, I believe, is just above Patcoin. Okay, 20 cents, growing by the day. So what is Time Bank Coin? I think that what Time Bank Coin is essentially allowing people to get paid based on time worked on something. Okay, so it's dedicated to building a precision time value based transmission network. I believe the team is from MIT, which is one of the top universities in America. Time Bank Network will be adopted as the settlement currency to accurately tell both the current and future value of time commodities. Okay, so it's just basically based on paying for time. So instead of being paid a salary just because you literally have a yearly salary divided up into 12, divided by the amount of days in the month, that's your salary. It's not based on time worked necessarily. You worked a fixed amount of time, or sometimes you take holiday. And it's not necessarily a time-based way of working. So I guess what they're trying to do in this clever kind of academic way is they're trying to apply being paid for time worked and time spent on an activity or commodity. Okay, if it's a time-based commodity. So interesting, but not necessarily the kind of stuff that is game-changing. Okay, something that I do like, which is still relatively undervalued. Let's just have a look at Datum. And also the thing also to acknowledge is that you don't get the full picture of what's out there by just simply looking at the top 100. So you've got to go underneath the top 100 to find some potential gold mines. Okay, so the ones that are exploding right now are really the coins that are in between 10 cents and $1. But actually, if you look at, you know, kind of 1 cent to $10, you probably get an even bigger range of cryptocurrencies that are probably worth jumping on. So Datum is a top 250 coin, currently at 9 cents. Circulating supply isn't too bad, just outside of my normal sweet spot. The total supply is quite large, but that's not been fully released yet. Now Datum is a decentralized marketplace for social and Internet of Things data. So if we just go down, essentially this will tell you what Datum is. So it's a decentralized and distributed high-performance database backed by a blockchain ledger. This technology allows anybody to securely and anonymously back up structured data from social networks. Okay, so if you've got data on social networks, if you've got data on your wearables, if you've got data in your smart home that you want to be backed up, then you use Datum for that. You use their blockchain for that. So this is how the ecosystem works and everything, if you wanted to have a look at it. Also, it looks like it's actually a secure currency as well, a secure cryptocurrency that's private. Okay, a private cryptocurrency. So it's joining into those privacy coins. That's where it's going into. Use cases for insurers and research. Okay, so they've got other ones here: consumers receipts, financial analysts and hedge funds, B2B data marketplace. So it's got a load of use cases. So this is a potential. This is a potential, and it's got a good roadmap as well. So this isn't a Savage Crypto episode necessarily, but this is showing you how to look for what is potentially investable during this bull run. What are the cheap coins that you can potentially make massive gains on? And you can see here that this team is relatively significant. They've got quite a lot of team members, and they've got 7 advisors as well. Okay. Previously, this one was from 10x, Managing Director for MySQL in Asia. So given that this is a MySQL database, they've got some superstar team members here. So what you want to be doing is you want to be looking during this bull run at potentially making some money via looking at the cheaper cryptocurrencies that have good projects. Because what's certainly happening right now is that there's an equal spread of money being distributed. Okay, so we are seeing, you know, Bitcoin making a resurgence. We're still seeing healthy growth of a lot of cryptocurrencies, even the very expensive ones. But the opportunity that certainly people are jumping on right now is they're jumping on the cryptocurrencies that are outside the top 100, that are cheap, that are good projects, but haven't necessarily had any of the visibility, haven't been spoken about, and so they're getting in on it whilst they are very cheap. Now, even in the 100 to 200, you will see some cryptocurrencies that, you know, you will recognize but have dropped out. Probably ones that were very, very current not long ago. So there is a benefit, which is that you can make massive gains if you buy something cheap. But there is also the ability to lose money if you pick the wrong cryptocurrency. So you've got to look at ones that people are talking about in the communities. Patcoin is something that people were telling me about the other day. And quite frankly, I still don't see the appeal in it. But you need to just look at some of these cheaper cryptocurrencies. And Shield is another one. Lomo Coin is another one that people have been talking very, very positively about. Look at the volume going into it. Look at what stage they are at in the pump, and you may be able to make some money in this. This is one of the ways in which I made money with Digibyte when it was super cheap. 0.006 of a dollar it was at the time. So it is a money-making opportunity, but because these have less visibility, you've got to look into the communities and you've got to see where the value is likely to come from. Because essentially the communities are what deliver value to the investors. All right, so Mexico. So that essentially is what is doing really well right now. Bear with me. There we are. The charger's working now. So let's have a look and see what you guys are saying, as I'm always interested. What are you guys fancying right now? What do you think? What do you think is doing well right now? Datum is the future. Wax is great. Engine, I do think has some potential, peeps. Engine does have some potential. It's grown recently, and it fits within the criteria. It's not bad. It's at the maximum level of total supply. So, you know, Engine is related to the gaming industry. So this is one that, you know, I think, and it's currently in the top 100. So this is one that I think has good potential. Engine's going to be huge. Is it too late for Ethos? No. I've already said, I always recommend people to get in at the dips with Ethos. So, or with any cryptocurrency. So you've got to wait for dipping points. Now, people are always asking me, is this a good time to get into Ethos? Is this a good time to get into whatever? But the fact of the matter is that with the way that cryptocurrencies are growing right now, everything that has that's attached to a great project and a platform that's going to emerge over the course of this year, particularly if the roadmap is going to be delivering items throughout the course of the year, then yes, you have to get behind it, but wait for the dipping points. Now, as you can see here, Ethos surged up to $13, and then it kind of was, as this YouTube video was airing in Korea, then a lot of people were actually buying it up. And a lot of the Europeans were actually dumping it as Koreans were buying it up because they were exposed to Ethos. So you've got to wait for the dipping point. So it did dip down to $7.32 and it's gone up to $9. It may have changed. Let's have a look. $9.42. So it's pumping again. So it's not really realized the full pump here. It's not realized it because there are people waking up to the video. There are people speculatively buying based on the rise of Ethos. So you've got to make your decisions. But what I would say is that Ethos still has a hell of a long way to go. I see this being a 3-figure coin certainly next year. What do you think of Substratum? Thank you very much, Raul, for your super chat. What do you think of Substratum and Power Ledger? I think that Substratum is a cryptocurrency and I suppose a project that is going to help the cryptocurrency community to grow, the cryptocurrency ecosystem to grow immeasurably. Because what they're doing is they're creating a decentralized internet, which means you don't need VPNs to access the information that you want to. So there's a lot of US-based, a lot of Singapore-based, a lot of, actually, across the globe, there are regulations prohibiting people getting involved in ICOs. And the only way they can get involved is by going via a VPN. Now, what Substratum, along with a variety of reasons why they are going to add value, is that they are enabling people to do whatever they want in this ecosystem free of centralized control. Power Ledger is very similar in the sense that it is developing the blockchain technology. It's showing what blockchain technology is capable of. So it's a real pioneer and trailblazer in that sense. But in another sense, Power Ledger is amazing for democratizing electricity, democratizing the supply of energy. And that is where I think the main USP is of Power Ledger. Linda coin. See, there are some shit coins. I'm sorry to have to say this, peeps. If you're in the community, then you're in the community. Never mind. But there are some cryptocurrencies that literally will never have a massive purpose in life. Somebody said, does 10x still have a real purpose? Yes. Because a lot of people are saying, you know, cryptocurrencies. What can I do with cryptocurrencies? You know, you can't say you're rich. Let's say you've got 10 million in cryptocurrency. You can't say you're rich if you're crypto rich because you can't use it. You're only rich when you cash out. Bullshit. It's not that, because essentially with 10x and with Centra and with debit cards in general in this space is it enables you to spend your cryptocurrency so that it doesn't make it worthless. It doesn't make it useless. It doesn't make it doesn't make you not crypto rich or not rich in general. So yes, 10x definitely has some really good, adds some really good value. In fact, excellent value. I love 10x and I'm surprised it's not done better than it has. Somebody said, can you look at Colossal Coin? Another person has said, can you look at Dent? So I'll probably look to adding these at some point. But essentially, what we're looking at is we are looking at the we're looking at cryptocurrencies that are cheap right now, that you could buy that you can buy super low and make the multipliers on. And there are quite a lot. I'm just looking through the chat and I already see a lot of them that people are saying are amazing. Okay, so like Lambden, for instance, I've looked at Lambden. Looks interesting. So somebody said funny that Storm isn't listed on Bittrex. I think Bittrex are actually Bittrex is a funny one. Bittrex is a funny one. I'm not even going to attempt to talk about Bittrex because as far as I'm concerned, Binance is the best one. In fact, let's see have a look and see how Binance Coin is doing. Flipping hell, amazing. I remember I got this at 74 cents, for goodness sake. OneChain is going to be the biggest cryptocurrency one of the biggest, maybe not the biggest, but this is going to be a really top cryptocurrency next year. If you can get OneChain, get OneChain. It's not available at the moment. It was an ICO that launched recently and the ICO token sale ended and it's looking to be on exchanges in January, maybe later in January. and I will let you know as soon as I know anything, but I fully expect for Wanchain to be bought up straight to about $2, $3. It was 35 cents at ICO. I expect it to be bought right up because there is so much hype. It's a bit like, if you've watched Jingle All the Way, which is a Christmas movie I particularly like, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's the father, his son really wants a doll called the Turbo Man doll, and it's sold out everywhere. That is what Wanchain is going to be like. Essentially, it's going to be, it already is a very hyped up cryptocurrency, and people are waiting for that to hit the exchange. They're waiting, and they are going to buy it right up. So if you can buy it up, that is certainly one of the cryptocurrency success stories I imagine for this year. Please show how your mastermind group looks like. I'm not going to show my mastermind group. That is something that you can find out if you become a mastermind member by buying one of my courses. Easy. Links are in the description. Buy a course. It will show you exactly how to join the mastermind group, and job's done. You can be in the mastermind group, of which there's now 20,000 people, and a lot of them are millionaires today, or crypto millionaires anyway, which in my opinion is far more superior than being fiat rich. You may be able to spend it, but at the same time, cryptocurrencies are always growing, so what they've got now will be times 10 next year, whereas if you had like $1 million in fiat currency, it probably won't grow at all over the next year if you put it into any savings account. Probably just a little bit of interest, but big whoop. So crypto rich is certainly what I think is the best way to be rich, to be honest. VeChain isn't under $1. There's lots of people asking me to cover their cryptocurrency, so yeah, what can you do? Thank you, BitLove. Let's have a look at BitLove. She looks quite hot. Oh, Superman, you're such a perv. Yes, I am, but I don't watch porn. Anyway, although I am getting in on Vice. Now, anyway, so there's lots of people. Smash in the comments when this is no longer live. Smash in the comments what you think are cryptocurrencies that are in this range, you know, in between 10 cents and $1, or even just under 10 cents that you think have tremendous, that are cryptocurrencies that have good projects, a good credible team, are likely to explode over 2018. Put them in and why. Don't just say the stupid name, say what they do as well, so that it actually encourages people to have a head start on their research. Okay, simply saying Lomocoin or whatever engine is not good enough. You've got to say what it does, why it has potential future value. Anyway, peeps, that is it, I think, for today, because the fact is I've got to go pick my son up very shortly. He's going to be waiting for me to pick me up in my nice Lambo. It's not really a Lambo, but I am really wondering what to get. It's just so much money. Too much money around. Too much money in cryptocurrency. Why am I scrimping and saving so much? Don't know. That's just in my nature, I guess. Anyway, peeps, that is it for today's episode of Savage Cash. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you see the potential. And I will see you next time. It is lights out, all out.